So I just come across something as I was reading about thoughts that don't serve us, but they like come from like good places, whether it be a coach or a teacher or parents or something you've read before that you use as like weapons because they they served you at one point, but they let's see how did Jake put it? Um, like it causes injury. The thought is like it came from a good place, but it's he called it a solid nothing. Like there's nothing inherently wrong with it, but is it serving you? And so I just had an idea of like doing a thought download on these thoughts that are sweet nothings that really don't do us like or do me any good except for just like I say these things to please people because I do that a lot. And so I'm going to go ahead and, things I say to please other people. Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. So things I say to please other people. Um, I'm sorry when I don't mean it. Um, it's hard to make money. I say that, I'm sorry. I say it's hard to make money because, you know, I want to protect myself and I want to protect others to think that like I don't want people to think that I'm naive, that it's really actually kind of easy to make money. And I'm not saying it's easy. Definitely not saying it's easy, but it's not as hard as I mean, my Christmas light business did $42,000 in revenue. And I'm not saying, definitely not saying that to brag because I mean, 42,000, like there's other people that have humbled me with that by like not caring that I made $42,000. And I say made, that's revenue. So that means that's not money that I made. That's the money that went through the business. And as people are growing and learning about business margins and things like that, if you're operating on like a 30 to 35% net profit where you get 35%, then that's a good business. And so I wasn't at that number this year for Christmas lights. I was lower than that, but that's okay. Like it's a number to shoot for. Um, but I always tell people it's hard to make money. I'm like, I understand it's hard to make money, but I believe I can do it. I say that because I want those other people to think that I've thought through it, that I've put effort and energy into thinking about the consequences of like trying to go out on my own. Okay, so what else? What else do I say to please other people or to like, you know, um, I'm not very candorous, not candorous. So not being candorous means that I'm not able to have those tough conversations because I want to avoid conflict because I want people to like me. So if I'm pleasing them by not being candorous, I'm avoiding conflict, then that means that I don't have to. I'm pleasing them because they're happy because there's no conflict, there's no candor. My actual thoughts on what's really going on aren't really shared a lot of times, just because I'm trying to be patient. You know, I am patient. I admire myself being patient. I know kids need patience. I know adults need patience. Um, what other things do I say to thing for me so that Jake's example was you have to be willing to do things that no one else will do to get the things that no one else has. Um, that makes me think of, having to do, having to do hard things. I mean, I did a whole video on this a little bit ago about doing hard things. Like, doing hard things is a good thing. Um, but naming it hard, maybe it's a hard, enjoyable thing. Maybe it's hard for me, but easy for you. Um, Different things like that. So having to do hard things. Um, Man, I thought this was going to be a really good activity, but it's hard to make money. Um, so things I won't say so I can please other people, like, oh, you talk too much. You talk too much. Um, Students need to pay attention. Dang, this is going to be, things with my spouse. Like, I don't know if I'm going to put this online, but why don't you do X, Y, or Z? Okay, X, Y, or Z. Um, Things I don't say because I keep